Hey everybody, this is Piero with Piero's Pizza. Today we're going to be making a clam style pie, Detroit style. The original comes from New Haven, Connecticut, and it was created in the 1960s by a guy named Frank Pepe. When you live in Connecticut, you gotta find ways to use your clams. And Frank used to serve them raw as an appetizer, decided to throw them on top of a pie. The original ingredients had pecorino romano, oregano, olive oil, and garlic. Today we're gonna make a modified version of that. We're gonna take garlic and a little bit of lemon and create a hollandaise sauce to serve on the top of the pizza. So I have some manila clams here from our Washington coast. Clean them up by letting them sit in some salt water. You use about 1/8 of a cup of salt for every 2 cups of water. I gave them a couple of rinses so they're super clean. We're gonna put them into a saute pan. And I have a mixture of white wine and a little bit of water. I'm cutting with a little bit of water because I don't want the wine flavor to dominate. I want a lot of that clam flavor. Now our clams have finished steaming, they're all opened up. We want to remove them from the pan so that we can remove the meat from the shells. We want to preserve as much of this broth as is possible. Now we did clean our clams, but just to be extra sure, to make sure this broth is as pure as it can be, we're going to strain it. Make sure we get every last piece of dirt and impurity out of our broth. It looks gorgeous. Now what we got to do is reduce this down because we're going to use this as the base for our hollandaise sauce so that our hollandaise carries over a lot of that rich, delicious clam flavor. Now the next thing we need to do is to prepare our hollandaise sauce. So we need to separate our yolks from our whites. And in the bowl that I'll be making the sauce, I already have our reduced clam broth. I did not add any salt to that broth because it's going to be inherently very salty. So I'll wait to season everything to the very end of the sauce making. So now we need to cook the base for our hollandaise. You can use a double boiler if you'd like. I'm just gonna cook this over top of the heat directly. All right, now we're gonna start whisking in our butter. We've got our bowl in a pot just to keep the bowl sturdy so it doesn't move around on it. I'm gonna add a pinch of fresh black pepper. You can use white if you like. I'm gonna add a pinch of fresh lemon zest. And I'm going to add a splash of lemon juice. In addition to the lemon juice, I'm going to add a couple shots of hot sauce. And that is our hollandaise. What I've got here is our Detroit style pizza dough. Make sure it's nice and pushed to the corners. Mozzarella from Ferndale Farms. I'm going to use a little pinch of black pepper. I'm going to dust it with some of this oregano. A little bit of olive oil. I'm going to finish going around the sides. So we're going to bake this for about 5 to 6 minutes at 500 degrees. Got my convection on. After that, we'll take it out. We'll finish dressing it. right, got our pie out of the oven real quick. We're gonna throw on these delicious manila clams. We're gonna add a little sprinkle of fresh parsley. Finish up the fiord a lot. Back in the oven for about 6 to 7 minutes. Throw this back in the oven just to crisp up the bottom a little. All right. Our gorgeous Detroit style New Haven clam pie. And to finish it, of course, take that amazing clam-based hollandaise we made earlier and just go over the top. Of course, we have to add our Locatelli Pecorino Romano. There it is, folks. New England clam pie. Time to cut this bad boy. Oh, it's so light and crispy. Your friends are gonna be jealous. Let's take a look at that crumb. Beautiful. Molto bella. Pizza alla banco.